Okay, I don't know if Sidra's going to join me or not, but it's always open as she wants to. So listen, right now, you know what? Screw this. Let me get down here to change this. There we go. So, Donald Trump. This is what's going on because Trump uses deaf ear to make death threats. So, it's bad enough that all this is going on. It is, begging and pleading for over 67 years, actually for about 200 years of please don't hurt us, please stop killing us, please stop raping us, please stop molesting, kidnapping, torture, slaughtering, please stop that. But no, slavery ended, it just ate away at racists. It just ate away at them. So you get, the sharecropping going. So black people could never pay that off. So Hispanic people could never pay that off. Even the natives owned land. At points they had to pay their own land off that they owned previously through generations. They had to pay white people to stay on their land. Extortion to the max. So, thank you. Nice sandwiches. So, you get all this going on for all these centuries, all these decades. And all that there is our blood just as red as yours. We want to live just like you do. That's all minorities have been screaming. This is the American dream. Oh, this is America. Street pay the gold and all this other stuff. Let's hype it up so everyone can come here because we're supposed to be awesome. And then they get here and they realize, okay, we do have freedoms, but we don't have the freedom to be equal. We can do whatever we want so long as it doesn't step on the toes of those that are the majority. And now, more recently, it's the same. It's the same. And you've got your Colin Kaepernick that says, I will do literally my civic duty as a citizen, and I am not going to raise hell. I am going to take a knee because I do not support a country that is murdering my people. Okay? And when he takes that knee in protest, nobody really gave a shit at first. He took a knee. It was all, why? I don't understand. What does it mean? That's all the buzz for about a few days until Colin Kaepernick came out, made a statement, and said, I'm not going to stand in solidarity for a flag that represents the murder of my people. That's when racists lost their shit.
We can't kill y'all? Fuck you.
That's pretty much it. You can't die silently, then we got a problem with you. So, okay, so you racists didn't want to hear that. You couldn't hear Martin Luther King. You couldn't hear Malcolm X. You couldn't hear Muhammad Ali. You're not going to listen to black people. You're not going to listen to Hispanic people. So now, you had Watts riots. You had LA riots. There's been riots in part around the country for many a decades here and there. Keep popping up. And every single time a lesson is not learned, instead the U.S. says, how do we beat you down further? Look, stay out of there. Let them, because, they're rioting. And they're tearing up their own neighborhoods, which is the dumbest goddamn thing that can happen. And it shows how, honestly, if you're going to riot, first it's a protest. And this is going to be a riot because obviously the protest gets met with, brutal force. We don't like this. Stop it. Here's our sign. Here's our banner. We're walking. Police come in. Now let's start beating the shit out of you. And now there's a riot. And then you blame the protesters. Can you figure that out? Really? And so the protesters, now it's an act of cowardice on the police. It's an act of cowardice by the country to even side with the police. But then the protesters turn rioters They're pissed. They start tearing up their own neighborhood, and they're fucking up their own place. That is straight up cowardice. Because if you are mad at the police, you go to the police and you tear them up. You go to those well-to-do places that help keep you down, and you tear up those places. You protect your own, just like they do. Protect your own and destroy those that have been trying to destroy you. That is how it should be. But sometimes that's just not what happens. But instead, now it's gotten worse. Because after all this time, now we got Trump in office. So Trump is like, look, so what? So black people getting killed, getting beat down, getting murdered. Okay, just deal with it. And black people say no. And so now we got the fight going. And instead of, wait a minute, we did this, let's stop. Nope. It just keeps going. Trump says, you know what? I don't care about the black people that died. What I do care about is the fact that you fucked up some businesses. And since you fucked up some businesses, now we got to send in the military. That's what we're gonna send it in. It's a threat. They out rioting. They ain't looking at Twitter. And see, I know this thanks to Benjamin Dixon. I know this thanks to Farron Cousins and Eiffel's Goins. You know, he commented on my channel. And how is it that, you know, I don't know, I guess some places just attract the more well-minded people. But what is wrong? What is the emotional, psychological damage to go in, poke a beehive, throw a rock into it, the bees come out and sting you, and you're like, we got to kill these bees, they're dangerous. What? That don't make sense at all. And that's what's happening. Donald Trump helped do this. All the shit that's gone on in the past 3.25 years since Trump took office. All the racism, bigotry, and crap. And finally, shit jumped off. Because Trump thought everything was, you know, handled in order, just like the rest of the races. Look, they'll die quiet. If you want to go out and kill some black people, just go out and do it. It's fine. They know their place. They ain't going to give up a fight or nothing like that. It's, you know, just kill them. You know, got to cut your bones on some black people. That's all that was going on. And now the black people's like, motherfucker. And that's it. And now it's like, you fighting back? What the fuck's wrong with you? That's what's happening. And so if Trump does pull in the military, and if black people decide we will not cow down this time, and we are going to kill as much military as possible, anyone that is against us and our freedom, our liberation, our equal rights, they are going to get put down. You cannot blame these protesters, because that's all this is a protest. Target ain't doing nothing to help any. They not allied with black people. Fuck them. You know, you worried about some goddamn Target and not the black people that's been killed that led up to this in the first place, then you got a fucking problem. I just wish the rioters would really hyper-focus and destroy more police districts, destroy more, you know, police homes, find the cops and fuck them up. Maybe if enough police get killed, because civil lawsuits ain't been enough. You know, 1% of cops get convicted after they murder and destroy an entire family. You know, and recently hearing, hey, you know what, this George Floyd, you know what, he got killed and stuff, but I'm sure there's some kind of criminal thing he's done. Fuck you. Fuck you. Some white, well-to-do person, all of a sudden you want to humanize and talk about their family. You never thought about this and that, and, you know, we couldn't have seen this coming. You know, they were really nice. But then a black person does it, or a Hispanic or Native American, and it's either we're going to say nothing or we're going to make sure to demonize them. Go fuck yourselves. Every one of you racist people. And if you're like, well, I'm not racist, I just think maybe we should look into it even further. Nope, you are a racist. You are a racist piece of shit. Okay? Seriously. And anyone that wants to call these black people, like on my channel, call these black people and protesters scum because they're rioting in their own area, I call them cowards at best. But evil and scum, oh, you're a racist. You got to be a racist to cause a group of people marginalized and destroyed by this country and fighting back, even if it's destroying their own area. They're not hurting each other. I'm going to tell you that right now. They're not hurting each other. But you call them evil, you call them scum, and worse than a Trump supporter. Yeah, that's on my Discord. I'm not going to silence this person. I'm not going to ban them. I'm not going to delete them. I'm not going to do anything. But just as much as they have the right to say what they want to say, but see, only the government cannot take away that right. I am not the government. Hell, I'm below the government. I'm below a citizenship in most people's eyes. So therefore, I can do what the fuck I want. I can delete everything. I got autonomy over your autonomy on my Discord channel. But you know what? Unlike Trump supporters, I'm not trying to take that away. And that's when your privilege kick in, because you're thinking that you got rights. Nope. I'm exercising my freedom to keep your freedom, while most people are exercising their freedom to oppress others. Who's the good guy in that? This has been Cedric Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.